Okay, so if you have any questions about the holidays or anything that has to do with Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate this time of year, put it in the chat and I'll answer it. Okay? All right, so here's what I'm going to share. I like to take the holiday, we celebrate Christmas, so I like to take it that Christmas starts on December 1st because I do the same thing with a vacation as well. Because anything that we have like a really big, long span of time that we have to prepare for, and then it's over in a flash, it makes me feel like, what the hell? So what I decided to do was make all of the preparation leading up to the event, whatever it is, a wedding, a baby shower, a party that we're planning, so any kind of event, a holiday, as part of the celebration. One of the things that does is it takes away the stress from it and builds excitement instead. Now, a lot of times we think that stress or fear is fear or stress when really it's excitement because it's very, very much the same. So if we decide this is what we're making the decision of, then when we're feeling that anxiety or something that's starting to come up, we say we just don't feel it as anxiety. We feel it as excitement. Okay? So I'm going to share with you a link that I have to templates that I use. I've been using these templates for years. Now, you don't actually have to print them out. If you look at them, you could see, oh, I can easily do this on a piece of loose leaf paper or a piece of paper. You could easily do it on your own. But if you're the kind of person that kind of really likes a template printout, then you got them to print it out. In any case, you have them for example, all right? What I do is I track my gift giving, right? So as I'm buying presents, I have this piece of paper that I take with me everywhere I go. And I always keep it in an envelope in my purse because if I don't have it in an envelope, it's going to get lost, right? Now with the advantageous iPhone or whatever smartphone that you happen to have, we can take a picture of it so that if our sidetracked natures leave it at the counter somewhere, we've got a picture of it. So it's like always kind of like backed up, you know? So that's something I suggest. Take a picture of your list as you go, all right, just in case. But generally, I never lose it. You know, I mean, I have gone back into the store for it once or twice in all of these years, but I never lose it. And what I do with that is at the end, I have them all since my kids were really small. And so what I have is name, gift, wrapped, and then in each column, like name is bigger, gift is a little bit bigger, wrapped is a tiny checkbox, right? Wrapped, where hidden, right? And how much it cost. All right. Now, the reason that I do the how much it costs thing, for one thing, is to keep me on budget, right? So that I don't go crazy, you know? And the other reason is I had 5 kids. And, you know, as your kids grow, their piles get smaller. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to spend, say, $300 a kid, let's just round it off to that. All right. I know some people spend crazy a lot more and some people spend crazy a lot less. Right. So we're just going to say $300 a kid. All right. So if you have a teenager, they could have two things that are maybe like the size of your hand. That was your budget, right? Now you have an 8-year-old or a 6-year-old or a 4-year-old, and their pile for $300 is like, you know, it's up to your waist, right? One box can be like this big because it's a great big Fisher Price something for $25 or something, right? So I kept track via price because my kids would keep score, and they'd be like, you know, like, oh my God, he got so much more than me, you know? And so this just made it like, I had none of that, right? I am so good at being fair that to this day, from all of the practice, can cut a pie or a cake or even scoop ice cream. And it is so precise that you can measure it and be like, there's not like a 16th of an inch that is like, like different than the next one. All right. So that's one of the reasons why I do that. And the where hidden thing is so important because I one time hid, and I didn't used to have the where hidden thing on my list on this little template that I have that I'm going to share with you. My one son, all he really, really wanted was some hat, baseball cap. I think it was Rangers baseball cap. And I bought it for him, right? I couldn't find it. We lived in a small space. I had to hide things really good. And so I'm putting out the stuff and I'm like, I know I have another box for Georgie. Where is it? I had the list of things. I'm like, all right, what am I missing? And I knew I was missing the hat because or then anyway, now I just give them money or something because they're all grown up. But I would label the gift so that I knew, all right, this one is Barbie, this one is Ken, this one is a vibrator. No, sorry, I never gave the vibrator. Sorry. This one is, whatever, right? G.I. Joe, never gave G.I. Joe's either. God, I'm too happy. Something's wrong with me. So I would put on there what the gift was in code for me. Like I would just put the number 1 and then put the number 1 next to the gift name on the list so that I'd know. And I'd said, I'm missing Georgie's hat. It's the thing he wanted the most. Where the heck's his hat? And I didn't find it until the next day. And let me tell you, that was tough. Because really, he didn't care about mostly everything he got. He wanted a Rangers hat. I couldn't find it. I found it, the next day, like I said. So now I write where hidden. Okay, so I know where it's hidden. So that's one thing with the gifts. All right. Another thing. Oh, and with that is I wrap as they come in. So the gifts come in, they get wrapped. I have already done that where, you just get them, and then you have this long, dark night where everything gets sucked right out of you because you're wrapping presents all night. So never again. As they come in, they get wrapped right on the little thing, done. When I'm in the store, I have the little paper, I take it out, I write what I bought on it. And this way, and I do this for everybody, just not my kids. So if I have a few friends that I buy for, a couple of family members, we do a grab bag, right? All on that little template thing. And now I guess, with the phone, you could probably do it easily on the phone. I really love Trello. If you don't know what Trello is, it's like, it's free. And it's kind of like a digital bulletin board. And you could have a checklist on there. So you might want to use Trello if you're like a real digital person. I really like paper, but, I like Trello too. So there's that. All right. What else? Meals, right? The food for the day, even if you're not, and I know I'm being really specific to Christmas, but it's what I do, it's what a lot of people do, but whatever holiday you celebrate, right? The food is such a big deal. If you don't have what you want at home, it kind of like sucks that happy out of it, you might be like, like going somewhere for that day. So you think to yourself, you know what? It doesn't matter to me if we have anything because we're leaving at 3 o'clock anyway. Oh no, don't do it. It really kind of sucks. Like it doesn't have to be anything big deal, but it's got to be special. It's got to be just a little bit special. Like pick up some croissants, pick up some croissants and chocolate chips and sparkling cider and orange juice or something, right? And if it's just you and you can have alcohol, get some stuff from Mimosa or something like that. Like it's just something that's special. And it really does make such a big difference in the day. You have this amazing little breakfast, right? Like I like to make breakfast, but I do it for lunch. I don't like to cook in the morning. It feels like, I don't know, like a like a punishment or something. I don't like to cook in the morning, but I do like to cook breakfast food in the afternoon. So, but I know that a lot of people, like my sister Maria, she loves to make a great big breakfast in the morning, and they all love that, her kids and stuff. So just think about, how can I make this special with food? Because without it, and what you want to do is plan it, right? And then make sure it's in the house, like sometime before the day, not the morning of, where you're running into some stupid convenience store, ruining your morning and your day because there you are, right? Do it like plan it, and remember what I said. Make it like it's part of the celebration, so that you're like it's fun, not like it's, oh my God, I got to do this, right? So there's that. Another thing is, like, if you're hosting the holidays, right? If you're hosting it, then there's a lot to prepare when you're hosting. Make that part of the celebration too. And I have a template with rooms on it, like kitchen, living room, bathroom. We generally don't have to care about our bedrooms or a spare bathroom or anything like that, because people don't usually go in there during the holiday time. Really, we only want to concentrate on is the main living areas. And if you can, ahead of time, your own bedrooms and your kids' own bedrooms, because it feels so good to have a nice clean bedroom around the holiday time. But if that's just not possible because you're in a wreck or something like that, then the main living areas. And so what you want to do is, I have a template for that too. And you think, all right, what do I need for this room? What do I need to do for this room? Like, say your kitchen, say you haven't bought a hand towel or oven mitt in like 20 years, and they look like Moses used it last. You know what I mean? So you'd be like, oh, you know what? I really should get some hand towels, right? It's really pretty gross. And say the bathroom, you have like, oh my God, what the hell, right? So you could see things that you might need. So you'll take note of that. And then just certain things you'll want to do in those rooms. Like, all right, so, but listen to me. Make it simple, right? Make it elegant, happy, but simple. The more we complicate things, the more we suck the fun out of it. Don't suck the fun out of it, right? Make it simple, make it classic, it'll be fun. So you used to be like, all right, I want a wreath for the front door. All right, and this doesn't have to be if you're hosting the holiday. This could just be that this is what I want to do, right? All right, I'd like to put lights just on the porch. Okay, I want to have just something hanging on the chandelier, like over the dining room table. You know, like that kind of thing. Or like let's say you've been using your dining room table as a craft center forever. You'd be like, all right, how am I going to break down the dining room so that we actually have a space this year to enjoy, right? So you'll make a little plan for that and schedule it in. It'll be all on that little template, and make it like it's part of the celebration. See? All right, I'm going to look at it once more because I think we might have had everything. Where are you? Holiday template thing. Okay, the room thing. And then there's just like a little thing that I have that's done and to do, right? So you might like make a list of all the little things you have to do, and then there's a little column for done. You could check it off. The gift thing, we've got that. Now, when you see the menu thing that I give you, it's actually a menu plan and a grocery list. This is something that I invented. I invented all of this, actually. This is something that I invented and I teach in my course, and it's part of it. And so you'll get this. And so on the top portion of it, you'll see breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. And on the bottom of it, it'll be like fruit and vegetables, other, dairy, meat, and non-food, frozen. And the reason for that is because that's the way the grocery store goes. So you go fruit and vegetables, then there's the other part, right? Meat is there, then the frozen, it's all on the edges, you know what I mean? And it's easier to follow as you go. And so you'll put the food that you're going to buy on the top, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and then you look at each thing and you say, okay, what ingredients do I need to fulfill that meal? Say you're going to make lasagna for dinner. Well, okay, I need to make gravy, so I need tomato puree, crushed tomatoes, garlic. I need to make sure I have the spices for that. I want to have I want to have salad. So you prep, and so what do I need for salad? And so I need lettuce, I need tomatoes, I need cucumbers, and you put all of that there. And this way, you know, you've got everything that you need, including the snacks, whatever it is. Snacks are so important this time of year, right? And so, and this actually you'll be able to use later on for your regular menu, right? Not just, and I give you an example of my holiday menu. And that's it. So there's that. I'm going to see if I have any questions. And let's see. All right. What happens if you find the item for so much cheaper than or find something else the person would like better? I have had this happen and wanted to return and couldn't figure out which box it was and had to unwrap. All right. So see, the thing that I said before, you probably asked this question before that. So this, I answered it before, so you probably heard me. So I'll say it anyway. I have a little code on there. So like with their name on the tag, I'll write their name on there and I'll put the number, whatever number, 1. And then on the list where I have the items that they purchased, I'll put 1 by it. So I'll know, oh, 1 was the Barbie, 1 was the slippers, 1 was the, you know, vibrator. God help me. Okay, see what I mean? And then you won't have to deal with that. Oh, this was what I was saying before that I never actually finished saying was I keep these so that every year what I do is I take them, I fold them up, I put them with the holiday decorations that go into storage. So every year I can pick them out and I can see, oh no, look at what Georgie, oh, Mikey got a Teddy Ruxpin when he was 2 years old, you know. Oh, Katie got, you know, like whatever it is that was, Katie got a Cabbage Patch when she was 5. Oh my God, remember that? Like, you know, so hard to get. And then you also see the prices, you know, and you're like, wow, that's all that was? Or sometimes it surprises you and it's like, holy mackerel, that was so much, because depending on what it was coming out, because when technology comes out, it's usually a lot of money at first, and then we can get it for almost nothing down the road, right? So anyway, that's fun to look at too. Okay, so if you have always struggled to live an organized life and you want to live an organized life and you would really love to connect with other people so that it wasn't just another one of those things that you started and never finished, and you get the support and you get the help and you get the love and you get the kudos when you're doing well, right? I really suggest that you do this for you. I've been doing this for a long time. I have plenty of results from people, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. So there's that. Okay. I hope you will take advantage of that. I will put it in the chat somewhere and I'll edit my description and I'll have the link there. Okay. There's also a video, if you get on that link, of somebody that just talked to me randomly about it. And it happened to be one of our calls that we did, that, you know, because we get together regularly, and we were together on a call with a group of people. And she just voluntarily was telling me how much she appreciated my course and what it did for her and how many other things she's tried before that's never worked before. So you'll be able to see that video on the link when you click on it, all right, just for curiosity's sake. All right, so I'm going to go now. Mwah. Bye.